Today I want to talk to you guys about an IP camera that was sent to me by a company called GearBest. I want to say thank you for sending me this unit for review. The first thing is, this is called a XiaoYi camera. It's a 720p camera that connects to your Wi-Fi at home, but you have the ability of controlling it and actually using it over your Wi-Fi at home or when you're outside. So let's check it out. So this is the box itself. If I open it up right away, first thing we're greeted with is the Yi camera. I'm going to basically just say right away, it does have a lot of similarities to what the drop camera looks like at the fraction of a price, and that's the main benefit of it. It's under $40 and it really does a lot of great work. I want to real quick pull it out just to kind of show you guys how the camera itself looks like. There is a little bit of a, well actually there is, it's a wall charger right here on the bottom right. We'll be able to take that out later. The unit itself comes in white color. It has nice soft material here, non-slip. And it does have its own stand where it's connected to, and you're able to basically pop it out similar to if you had a Dropcam before, and you're able to take the camera out. There is no connectors on the top part, but you do have obviously the lens with the little indicator here, a QR code in the back to be able to scan it, speaker to be able to use voice on this, and then we have a micro USB charger on the bottom. And I think, yes, we also have, where is it? A micro SD card slot on the right. So connecting it makes it very easy to use. I'll go ahead and leave this here real quick just to see what we have else in the book. I mean, sorry, in the box really. We have a book here for instruction, and we'll get into that in a second. And I think the last thing we have here is just a micro USB cable to use for charging. And if I remember correctly, this is a nice long one. The instruction manual is basically in Chinese. There's really not much. If you just flip through the pages themselves, they give us a QR code to download the application itself to be able to use on our device. So we're going to go ahead and switch over to the application on the device and just check it out real quick. The application we need to use to be able to interface directly with the camera itself is called Mi Home. It's actually by the same company. So since the actual Yi camera is made by Xiaomi, so we'll open it up one more time and say skip. It takes us back directly home. And you can notice here that it already has the camera already connected. I renamed it to say the Yi Cam TK. If I click it, I'll go ahead and get directly into the interface. We have the ability of turning it off. We have a microphone, taking a picture, and also the ability to turn off sound, meaning sounds coming directly from the application itself. It says basically connecting to the camera. Currently I'm on the same Wi-Fi as the camera itself, so we should be able to connect quite quickly. And you noticed I'm actually in the frame, and that's why you see it. You're also able to go landscape, and you can see basically the camera interface is really nice. It's actually almost no delay. I can show you here. I'm moving my hand in front of the camera, and you can see that there is no delay going through the camera, through the Wi-Fi connection, and back to my device. Going back in regular full view, you have the ability to basically, zooming in. It is a wide angle, so you get the ability to basically go right and left with it when you're in directly in this mode. And when you flip over, you can definitely see that the angle is much wider. I'm going to go ahead and go back here. I'm also able to say things through it, so I'm going to say hello. Hello. And you can see the echo a little bit here. Of course, we're able to take a picture, and it does capture the picture itself. And then the other thing here, we're also able to block the sound. So it no longer captures sound through the camera, and it doesn't transfer it back to us. The other thing, I can also basically, it creates an echo whenever I'm recording a video and I'm actually the subject of the video itself. A lot of the different instructions here, unfortunately, are in Chinese. So basically where we have here, we have the ability to say it's not found, it's not able to cast this to another box. But if you click on the little logo here, you're able to set the resolution. It is a maximum of 720p, so you have no higher resolution. So SD would be 480 and HD would be 720. I'm just going to keep it at HD at this point. And then we're able to, of course, set some different parameters here. We can go into the settings option. It's pulling settings straight from the camera itself. Again, unfortunately, most of these things I can't figure out what they are, but as far as them being auto, it works pretty well. I think we can go here. And that's one of the only limitations with this camera itself at this point, is that from a non-native speaker, you can notice here it's actually replaying the video. And then it can take it straight to live. And we'll go ahead and click live. So this is live right now, and I'm able to basically scroll, and it'll start playing the video back. It's saving the information directly on the memory card on the device and playing it back to us. The video quality is quite good. I understand that obviously I'm using it here with studio lights. but it works really, really good. And fortunately, no night vision. That's not one of the features that it does have. I'm able to zoom in, of course, show you the camera, and you could see here obviously that it's repeating itself because the quality is so good. Other than that, it's really pretty simple. You really don't need to understand the language of the application itself. Overall, it's pretty good. As you guys saw with the hands-on, it works pretty good as long as you have some light. If it does end up being in a situation where it's total darkness, it tries to do some work to try to generate a picture, but it's nothing usable. So it's not something that you can take a picture of and say, I know what that is. So just keep in mind that this camera requires good lighting and it will work pretty well. As long as you have it outside, and generally if there's some light, you'll be able to get some really good footage out of it. I like the fact that I can actually scrub through the history, so it saves and it keeps a running history, at least the ability to be able to see within the last 30 minutes or even the entire day, so you get in at the end of the day and you can see what's been going on. The application itself is pretty simple. You just need to download the Mi Home application. This is a Xiaomi based product, so it needs to use the Xiaomi application. Pair it directly to your device. Once you pair it and you get over the step of connecting it to your Wi-Fi, it's pretty simple to connect to. And it's actually using pretty much the standard functionality of other IP cameras that I've seen and I've used in the past. You have the ability of interacting with the person on the other side. You have the ability of taking pictures. You have the ability of basically setting up motion sensors. So you just have to go through the settings. And of course, you can take pictures from live feeds, of course. The other thing I liked about the fact that the camera is at the 111-degree lens that you get with it. So it has a very nice wide view when you're sitting in the device straight up. And when you go into landscape mode, it does give you the ability to just fill in your screen. So it goes into that 16:9 and you're actually able to see the entire view. You can of course do digital zoom, which kind of degrades the picture a little bit, but overall still works pretty well. And as you saw with the hands-on, the lag is extremely minimalistic. The availability of the SD card gives you the ability to basically use an up to 32 gig card to save your photos and your videos directly on the card, and that's a very nice feature. The other thing, of course, is it really is minimalistic in design. And it looks a lot like a drop camera, but at the fraction of a cost. It's about $30 right now on GearBest's website. I'll give you guys a link in the description below to check it out. I want to say thanks to GearBest for sending me this XiaoYi camera. And by the way, the company that makes this device is called Xiaomi. So you're sure you've heard of the name of the company. It's very big in Asia, so definitely check that out. I'll give you guys a link in the description below to pick one up for yourself if you're interested. Personally, I've used it for about a week and a half, almost a couple of weeks now, and it's been just really, really nice. Connect to it from outside, from home. It works really good. As usual, like and subscribe to this channel, and I will see you guys in the next one.